Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. So we've been having a lot to talk about here on this live stream with chat here. We touched on all of the topics starting from the very beginning of the drama here for the anniversary, leading up to kind of like its final act at this point. We just hit, I think, the final act leading up to the patch 2.2 live stream. We're likely going to have some sort of conclusion or resolution. Note, this does not mean the issue is solved and it's done. It just means for this arc, the anniversary drama arc is about to come to an end, and it's going to lead into something else. And we're going to talk about what this arc entails and whether it's going to turn into an entire saga of issues. But I don't want this negativity, this hate train to continue going for much longer. While yes, making this video is still adding wood, adding oil to this, dumpster fire, I want to finalize my thoughts because I sat here for now an hour and a half talking to chat, having them ask me questions and responding to their questions and some of their points. And I think there's never been more clarity than now, both with what chat is saying, also with what I think. All right, so let's talk about the root of the problem, the start. Actually, it's that the anniversary, right? The anniversary was the catalyst to this issue where we've been saying this for months, right? Both content creators, big and small, has been saying since patch 1.0, 1.2, whatever, that MiHoYo lacks communication. And whenever the opportunity arises, they actively dodge away from the concerns of the community. A case in point, we used to talk about resin a lot. We write into those surveys the changes that we would like, right? I was saying if I took every single one of my surveys and I posted it, right, or I printed it out, I would have enough to write a freaking master's thesis. And I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that I put a lot of work and a lot of thought into writing those surveys. And MiHoYo at every turn had actively mentioned issues that nobody asked for. Right? When are we going to increase our friend slots? Are we going to be able to know what kind of monsters we're fighting in domains? Right? These issues at every dev note, they have plastered irrelevant concerns. And with the anniversary drama, this was the catalyst that set everything ablaze. That was the root of the problem. It's MiHoYo's unwillingness to communicate with the player base, right? And it led up to the point where people went and review bombed them in the Play Store. Now, is that the right move? Yes, because in my previous video, I said maybe that wasn't the best way. And now after talking to chat, after getting educated by people in chat, after getting put on the spot, it's like, hey, Walrus, you say that's not the best way to do it. Then what is? Please educate us, right? I sat here and neither me nor the 800 people who were in chat at the time was able to come up with a solution. We couldn't. Was there any way to get an immediate reaction out of MiHoYo? No, right? Review bombing them was the last ditch effort people had to get MiHoYo's attention. Now, note, what were we trying to do? Were we trying to get rewards? Were we trying to get a free 5 stars? Were we trying to no, we wanted their attention. We wanted to be able to talk to them. We wanted them to know we exist. And that's the core of the issue. Do we exist? Does MiHoYo care about us existing? And we did some simple math, all right? For their damage control, we did some simple math. I asked everybody who was in my chat, and we used a miniature scale as a reference point. And I asked them, if you guys were not hating MiHoYo's guts right now, and MiHoYo released that $30 pack, including the musical gliders, including the name card, including the furniture and 1000 primo gems, what percentage of you guys would have purchased that pack? And roughly 7%, right? 7% of my chat said I would have purchased it if I didn't hate MiHoYo and and that pack did come out. And we took that 7% and scaled it back up to the general population, which we have around 3 million active players every single day playing Genshin Impact. And we took that number applied 7% of that, we got 210,000 people, which multiplied that by 30, which is the $30, we got $6.3 million. So let's just say 6.5, right? We'll just go up a little bit, $6.5 million. People have said, all right, Mr. Braxophone himself, right, did the quick maths. Man's not hot. Figured out $160 million around that was likely spent on Twitter hashtags. Let's let that sink in a little bit, right? the scale, the absolute difference in these numbers. It just shows, right, MiHoYo as a damage control in the moment. Rather, they willingly took a loss of 6.3 million, but as a scale, right, I showed you guys 160 million for just Twitter hashtags. It kind of shows that what MiHoYo puts value in right now. And we touched on all these topics, but now finally we arrived at the very end is, did this solve the issue? Did this give MiHoYo a wake-up call, right? And the answer, the wholehearted answer right now is likely not, right? Likely not. Does that mean we have to continue bothering them? Does that mean we need to continue harassing their representatives? No. People, I'll say this once again, and I don't want to continue repeating myself, but the patch 2.2 live stream is about to come up. And let me tell you, not once has MiHoYo's PR rep, right, anybody who makes these decisions ever appeared on these live streams. These live streams are the equivalent of the development team, right? The people behind the creation of Genshin Impact, giving them an opportunity to share their excitement and future contents with the public. Even if there were to be an apology, it would likely be from one of the development team members. If you guys watch the CN live stream, there's a guy called Da Wei, which his name is David. He's kind of like the MC, the host of these live streams whenever they're doing IRL people hosting it, and not just voice actors and animated characters, right? Maybe he will address something. So I am looking towards to the 2.2 live stream. Harassment towards these people will not solve the issue. It'll only likely show MiHoYo that we are more unreasonable. We are an unreasonable group of people who are here doing unreasonable things, and it'll make them care about us even less, right? So I want to urge you all to, if you guys think you are not going to be able to contain yourself, likely it's best to skip this live stream, watch the replay, maybe try to comment. And who's to say MiHoYo's not gonna straight up just disable chat to begin with? That's right. It's one thing if they enable chat and then we become toxic and then they disable it, or they disable chat from the get-go, meaning they just don't want to communicate, right? These two scenarios, I'm going to be really looking out which one MiHoYo takes, because they've shown us right now that they're willing to take a hit, albeit like a tiny minuscule hit, but I want to see if they're still open for communication, right? If they shut the door before we even get there, it really shows their stance in this whole matter. If they give us an opportunity, they leave the door open, we go into their home and we start smashing things and yelling, throwing a tantrum like a child, and then they kick us out, that's our problem, all right? Be reasonable, people. Be reasonable. And there's also the Genshin concert. That concert has absolutely nothing to do with the current situation of the anniversary. The artists, right, the musicians who are behind the concert, holy smokes. Like, I want to enjoy that thing so damn much. I want to enjoy that concert so much, and I want to forget about things when I'm listening to the music, the OSTs. I've talked to you guys so much. One of the things I enjoy the most about Genshin Impact is just sitting around, enjoying the space, enjoying the world, and just listening to the OSTs. But I want to stream it. I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. I want to stream that concert, but I don't want to have to censor people in my chat. I see people right now in my chat right now. Most of them are very reasonable, right? They're grown up, they're mature, and I want to be able to share that experience with you guys. I want to be able to share it with you guys live. So I'm a fan of Yu Peng Chen says, Gacha Turismo. Me too, man. The dude is legendary, right? The dude makes some of the most breathtaking pieces I have heard in a while. Like, that's including movies as well. Like, all bodies of work. Splendid. I'm looking forward to it. People, please, can we please separate the hate from these beautiful bodies of work? Because at the end of the day, MiHoYo is a company and these musicians are just artists. All right, so can we leave it at this? I want to move forward from this drama as well. I think we have essentially arrived at the final act, and the climax is essentially over. The climax of this arc was like a day ago, 2 days ago, when people were review bombing. Right now, we need to settle back down so we can move on into the next patch. Can we do that, please? And thank you guys so much for the support over the past week, essentially. That right, voicing your concerns, not staying quiet, pushing for your points when you guys felt like it mattered more. I can appreciate that, and I respect that a lot. I have said some things that were not right. I have corrected myself since, and going forward, I want to continue this relationship with you guys, the viewers, and to also better my content. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the patch 2.2 live stream. I'm gonna be live streaming the CN version if it wasn't clear already. I want to see if they're gonna address anything, or if we're just gonna be enjoying next patch, because we're about to hit the drought patches, right? We're gonna hit the rerun patches. We're still waiting for Yaimiko though. Super exciting, very excited stuff for the game itself. Please separate Genshin Impact from MiHoYo, the company. All right, the product itself is still very good. I still enjoy it. So I hope you guys can also move on with me. Follow my content, like, subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated with the CN community as well as we approach patch 2.2. All right, so until next time, hope to see you guys there. Stay safe. Peace. Say bye bye.